Chosen one, someone is staring at their phone right now, your name burning in their throat, desperate to reach out but unable to, and there's a reason. You carry what some can only describe as the mark of a chosen warrior, a presence so strong it leaves people in shock and awe of your strength, protection and divinity. Your ex and the one they betrayed you with keep slamming against that invisible barrier, confused. They tried to replace you with someone who studied you, copied you, mimicked you, but you cannot duplicate a soul, and now their imitation-built connection is collapsing in real time. Here is what is happening in that relationship right this second, fighting again, and the subject, you, always you. You are the ghost haunting every conversation. You are the standard making everything between them feel cheap and hollow. One compares current behavior to past treatment. The other compares present energy to your energy. Both know deep in the gut that what exists now is a downgrade disguised as an upgrade. Jumping from relationship to relationship without breathing has left them choking on lies required to make it happen. Think about this reality. If cheating happened with one person, the capability exists to cheat on that same person. If betrayal was aided and abetted, loyalty is absent. So now exists this prison of paranoia, checking phones, questioning locations, interrogating every new person entering their orbit. And beneath all that suspicion lives one simple truth, being refused. You cannot build a cathedral on a foundation of betrayal. You cannot create lasting love through deception. The relationship was dead on arrival from the moment it began, but darkness exists beneath the surface. The person in that space does not just steal style and mannerisms. Certain types of energy work get practiced, spell work, rituals designed to drain other people's light to fuel personal power. And attacks have been sent your way for months. Attacks on confidence, curses on beauty, rituals designed to create weight gain, skin problems, loss of glow, attempts to consume your essence like a vampire feeding on a host. And for a while you might have felt it, fatigue without explanation, skin issues appearing from nowhere, weight fluctuations defying logic, sleep disturbances, mood crashes. But here is what must be understood. None of it stuck. None of it landed as intended. Because that mark on you, that ring of fire, was burning away attacks in real time. Every curse bounced back doubled. Every spell returned to sender with interest. And now the health issues are manifesting in their lives. Autoimmune problems, reproductive complications, infections passing back and forth, faces looking gaunt, energy looking drained, looking sick because sickness is present. Karma is a mirror, and direct eye contact is being made with reflection. An event exists on the horizon, a wedding, a reunion, some kind of gathering where paths will cross and avoidance is impossible. You will be there, others will be there, and the moment you walk into that space, everything changes, not just for you, for everyone in that room, because you are about to walk in carrying energy that most people only witness in stories. You are about to walk in glowing like something divine has touched you. And every single person in that space will feel it. You have already been sensing this event approaching. Chosen warriors always know when significant moments are coming. The feeling lives in your body before your mind comprehends it. A quickening in pulse, heightened awareness, dreams feeling more like visions than random thoughts. You might have even seen flashes of this moment in meditation or in that space between sleep and waking. The mark connects you to information existing outside of linear time. Things get known before happening because your spirit is already preparing for what is coming. You do not just attend events. The entire frequency of space gets shifted. Your presence purifies energy. Your light exposes what has been hiding in shadow. Your protection creates a field forcing truth to surface. This is why discomfort gets felt by some people around you, even when kindness flows from you. Your very existence challenges masks. Your authenticity exposes performance. Your peace highlights chaos. Your ex has been feeling it, that nagging sense that a catastrophic mistake was made, That creeping realization that what existed with you was real and what exists now is performance. Photos of you online cause something in the chest to tighten. Your name in conversation causes the stomach to drop. Dreams about you cause waking in cold sweat next to someone who will never be you. And that copycat, the knowing exists, being a placeholder, wearing your crown but the fit is wrong. Every look received is a search for you, and this is making them sick with jealousy, sick with envy, sick with the knowledge that no matter how much copying occurs, the original can never be replicated. So what happened? Attempts were made to dim your light. If shining brighter was impossible, making you shine less became the goal. That is what all those attacks were about. That is what all that spell work was designed to accomplish. Drain you, break you, make you smaller, so feeling bigger could happen for them, but protection exists that was not accounted for. An archangel is assigned specifically to you, not just watching casually, actively assigned, standing guard, deflecting attacks, returning curses, opening doors and closing others. This is elite spiritual coverage, the kind of protection reserved for people with a specific mission that must be completed regardless of who tries to stop it. While focus was placed on trying to destroy you, your focus remained on building yourself. And that is the difference between a chosen warrior and an energy vampire. Warriors build, vampires drain. Warriors create, vampires steal. Warriors heal, vampires infect. While you have been doing work on levels beyond comprehension, breaking generational curses, healing ancestral trauma, releasing toxic patterns, going back decades in your bloodline, work has been done on foundations, creativity, power, heart, vision. The mark responds to this inner work. Every time healing gets chosen over revenge, the ring of fire burns brighter. Every time truth gets chosen over comfort, your protection strengthens. Every time a boundary gets set without guilt, that divine seal becomes more impenetrable. The mark is not just given, it gets activated by you. Your choices feed it. Your integrity fortifies it. Your alignment with highest self makes it visible to realms both seen and unseen. You have been through initiations beyond comprehension. The betrayal was not random. The pain was not purposeless. You were being tested, refined, prepared. Every person who walked away from you was removing themselves from a path beyond their equipment to walk. Every door that closed was protecting you from rooms that would have trapped you. Every loss was actually clearing space for something your old self could not have handled. If you felt called by this message, hype this video so other chosen ones like you can be reached. Confidence is not coming from external validation anymore. It comes from internal knowing. You know who you are. You know what you carry. You know your worth. And that knowing is unshakable. It does not matter who leaves. It does not matter who betrays. It does not matter who tries to tear you down. You have built yourself on rock, not sand. And when storms came, and storms did come, you stood firm. The transformation in your physical body is evidence of the spiritual shift. Skin clears because toxic energy is no longer being absorbed. Your body finds its natural healthy state because the weight of dysfunction is no longer being carried. Eyes are brighter because confusion and gaslighting no longer cloud them. People who have not seen you in a while do double takes. Questions get asked about what has been done differently. The secret is simple. Parasites were removed from your energy field and your body responded by thriving. Your career is flourishing in ways making people take notice. Multiple income streams, recognition in your field, opportunities appearing from unexpected places. You are building something real, something solid, something lasting, and people with discernment see it. The way you carry yourself gets seen. The way you handle pressure gets seen. The grace, the strength, the resilience gets seen. You are becoming known for integrity, for work ethic, for quality brought to everything touched. But here is what is really happening on a deeper level. That mark is becoming more visible, not to everyone. Most people cannot see it, but certain people can. people operating on higher frequencies, people with spiritual vision, people who recognize divine assignment when witnessed. And someone at this upcoming event will see your mark and know exactly what it means. This person carries the same mark. An approach will be made. Things you need to hear will be told. Information you have been waiting for. Confirmation of things suspected but not proven. This wise person is going to reveal something crucial. Your ex and that copycat. The affair started long before believed. All those times something felt off and paranoia accusations came. You were right. All those moments intuition screamed and got ignored to keep peace. Your intuition was accurate. Lying was happening. Sneaking was happening. Something was being built behind your back while loyalty was being sworn to your eyes. That copycat was watching you long before the move got made, studying your relationship, taking notes on what made your ex happy, observing what you brought to the table, learning patterns, habits, energy, like a predator studying prey, except the prey was not you. It was your relationship. What you had was wanted, and whatever it took to get it was going to be done. Starting small, friendly conversations, innocent interactions, just being around, and then shifting began, changing appearance to mirror yours. If a certain hairstyle existed on you, suddenly it existed on them too. If specific interests got talked about, suddenly those same things became fascinating to them. If a certain way of dressing existed, their wardrobe started reflecting it. A walking imitation got created because something fundamental about human psychology was understood. People are attracted to familiarity, and by becoming familiar, by becoming a version of you, slipping into your space became possible. Your ex knew what was happening. Ignorance cannot be claimed. Interest was known. Boundaries being crossed was known. The energy shifting from friendly to flirtatious to full betrayal was known. And it got allowed because weakness existed, because temptation existed, because momentary excitement got chosen over lasting integrity. A choice got made. Every step of the way, a choice got made. But here is what that wise messenger is also going to tell you. That copycat has been working against you in the spiritual realm. Manipulative types of energy work get practiced, and specific targeting has occurred on your physical appearance, your confidence, your finances, your opportunities. Attempts have been made to close doors that the universe opened for you. Attempts have been made to dim your glow so shining by comparison could happen. Attempts have been made to make you sick, broken and small. The spell work was not amateur. This has been practiced for a while. Manipulating energy is known, creating rituals is known, focusing intention is known. What was not known is that you carry protection beyond penetration. The mark was not accounted for. Your divine assignment was not factored in. The assumption was dealing with someone unprotected and vulnerable. No idea existed about launching attacks against someone backed by angelic forces, and for a minute some of it might have worked. Struggle might have been experienced. Attacks might have been felt in ways beyond explanation. Things might have been dealt with that seemed to come from nowhere. But here is the part that was not anticipated. Every attack made you stronger. Every curse bounced back and hit the sender instead. Every ritual performed with malicious intent backfired spectacularly. Because you cannot curse what is blessed. You cannot dim what is divinely lit. You cannot destroy what is protected by forces beyond human comprehension. Now here is what needs to be done before this event. Nothing, absolutely nothing different from what is already being done. Do not prepare a speech. Do not rehearse conversations. Do not plan how acting or speaking will happen. Just show up as yourself. The healed version, the elevated version, the version no longer carrying their energy or thinking about them unless something specifically causes remembering. Show up in power without trying to demonstrate power. That is what makes it authentic. This is something crucial about chosen warriors that separates you from people who perform strength. Proving anything is not needed. Confidence does not need performance. Power does not need rehearsal. It flows naturally from you because it is who you are, not what gets pretended. When you walk into that room, thinking about them will not be happening at all. Being present with people you care about will be happening. Engaging in conversations that matter. Enjoying the moment for what it is. And that natural presence is what will shock them most. Preparation for this moment has been happening in a completely different way for them. Rehearsing what will be said if you approach. Planning how acting will happen to seem unbothered. Coordinating story in case questions get asked. Walking in performing is what will happen for them. Walking in being is what will happen for you. And everyone in that room will feel the difference between performance and presence, where whatever makes feeling good happen, not what might impress them or make regret happen, what makes feeling aligned with who you are right now. Because when dressed in authentic energy, being untouchable occurs. When operating from genuine self, being magnetic occurs. People are drawn to authenticity like moths to flame, and walking into that room and lighting it up without saying a word is about to happen. The mark strengthens when alignment exists, and right now more alignment exists than ever before. Thoughts match words, words match actions, actions match values. Operating from integrity is happening, from wholeness, from a place of deep internal peace. This is what makes you dangerous to people who operate from deception. Manipulation cannot happen because knowing yourself too well exists. Gaslighting cannot happen because trusting your intuition exists. Diminishing cannot happen because understanding your worth exists. But a warning needs to be given about something. That copycat is going to try approaching, coming with crocodile tears and fake vulnerability. Can we talk? I feel like an apology is owed. Maybe friendship is possible now. And hearing this very clearly needs to happen. The answer is no, not maybe, not let's see, not I will think about it. No, full stop, end of conversation. Apologizing is not wanted, feeding is wanted. Your glow is seen and starvation for it exists. Getting close enough to your energy field to siphon some of that light is wanted. Looking at them with complete indifference is going to happen. Not anger, not hurt, not curiosity, pure indifference. The kind of look given to a stranger meaning nothing, because that is what exists now. A stranger wearing a familiar face, someone who used to have access, no longer does. Someone whose season expired, trying to negotiate an extension, and walking away without explanation will happen, because owing them anything does not exist, not time, not attention, not energy, nothing. Meeting someone at this event will occur, or reconnecting with someone, and this person is going to have the same mark you do. Recognition will be immediate, maybe wearing something gold, maybe hair catching light in an unusual way, maybe just looking at them and seeing that ring of fire around the aura. However recognition happens, knowing will exist. This is the person conversation is supposed to happen with. Something exists about chosen warriors, recognizing each other, like a frequency match, a resonance, being in a room full of people and immediately sensing who operates on your level is possible, who sees what you see, who knows what you know. This person at the event is going to find you, or finding them will happen, and the connection is going to feel instantaneous and ancient at the same time. Pulling aside at some point will happen, quietly, naturally, and saying I need to tell you something will occur. And what gets told is going to be the final piece of the puzzle, the last bit of information needed to close this chapter completely. Details about your ex and that copycat that confirm everything suspected will be revealed. How long it was really going on, what was really said about you, what was really done against you in shadows. This messenger has been watching the situation from a distance, not because being nosy or gossiping, because spiritual vision exists, and what was being done to you could be seen, the attacks being launched could be seen, and your protection deflecting everything could be seen. Waiting for the right moment to tell you has been happening, and this event is that moment. And instead of hurting you, this information is going to liberate you, because realizing these people are even smaller than thought will happen, more pathetic, more desperate, more threatened by you, and seeing clearly that what felt like loss was actually divine removal will occur. The universe was not taking something from you. The universe was removing people who would have destroyed you if staying any longer had happened. That was not abandonment, that was protection. Something else gets told too, something about your future, something about what is coming for you. Opportunities about to open, connections about to form, blessings about to manifest, and feeling it in your spirit that truth is being told will happen, because chosen ones recognize each other. Warriors know warriors. People with the mark can see the mark in others. About their own journey might even get told, their own betrayal, their own rise, and seeing yourself in their story is going to happen. Understanding that what you are experiencing is not unique to you will occur. It is part of the chosen warrior path. Everyone with the mark goes through fire. Everyone with protection gets tested. Everyone with the mission faces opposition, and everyone who stays the course emerges victorious. I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. Are you really chosen? Prove it. It's easy to watch videos about chosen ones. It's another thing to put yourself to the test. If you're still here, that means something, but talk is cheap. Real chosen ones take action. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity and repurposing it to serve divine justice. You put on the headphones, press play, and watch your enemies choke on the rope their own lies created. If you're done consuming and ready to prove you're chosen, start your Destiny Engine for $1 today. Join the Obsidian Inner Order live checks and watch divine justice accelerate in your life. Link in the description. The copycat is going to experience something different but equally devastating. Looking at you and understanding, maybe for the first time, what original looks like standing next to counterfeit. All the copying, all the mimicking, all the attempts to become you are going to be exposed as the cheap imitation always existing. Seeing themselves through the eyes of everyone in that room comparing is going to happen, and knowing that measuring up does not happen will occur, never did, never could. Watch what happens to body language. Shrinking is going to happen, physically shrinking. Shoulders will round forward, chest will cave slightly, making themselves smaller without realizing will happen. That is what happens when an energy vampire stands near a protected source no longer available for feeding. Weakening occurs, diminishing, fading. Meanwhile, standing taller, speaking clearer, shining brighter will happen for you. Because being in your element is occurring, being in your power, being exactly where being supposed to be exists, and feeling it is going to happen. That pang of regret, that twist of jealousy, that sick realization that gold got traded for copper. Looking at each other and then back at you and understanding the magnitude of the mistake will occur. Not just losing you, but who got become in the process of betraying you, seeing themselves reflected in your eyes and hating what gets seen. Your ex is going to feel it most, that moment of clarity when understanding that what existed with you was real and what exists now is counterfeit. That moment when realizing the grass was not greener, it was painted, and now the paint is peeling and dead grass underneath is showing through. Wanting to say something to you will happen, the mouth might even open, but nothing will come out. Because what exists to say, sorry does not cover it, explanation does not justify it, and looking like someone waiting for either does not exist. That copycat is going to feel something different, pure shock, because winning was thought to have happened, getting the prize was thought to have occurred, becoming you was thought to give access to your life. But standing there looking at the real thing, understanding that stealing someone's essence cannot happen, Copying the external is possible, but replicating the internal can never happen, and the internal is where real power lives. Seeing that mark on you and knowing on some instinctive level that looking at something that can never be replicated is happening. And you know what happens in that moment. Nothing dramatic, nothing performative, smiling occurs, not at them, just a natural smile, because genuine happiness with your life exists. Turning to whoever conversation is happening with and continuing occurs, moving through that space with ease and grace and confidence, enjoying the event, laughing with people cared about, being fully present in joy. This is the most powerful form of victory existing. Trying to prove being over them does not happen. Actually being over them exists. Pretending no affect exists does not occur. Genuine lack of affect exists. Performing indifference does not happen. Living it does. And that authenticity creates a frequency so high that reaching you becomes impossible even if trying occurred. Watch what happens to the energy in the room. People gravitate toward you naturally. Conversations flow easily when involvement happens. Laughter comes more freely in your presence. Even people who do not know you feel drawn to your energy because chosen warriors carry something that starving souls recognize instinctively. You carry hope, you carry possibility, you carry proof that transformation is real and healing is possible, and people need that evidence more than needing another fake performance. The mark on you burns so bright that illuminating truth in ways words never could occurs. Masks become transparent, performance becomes obvious, desperation becomes visible, not because exposing is happening from you, because your presence creates an environment where truth naturally surfaces. Light does not accuse darkness, light just reveals what was always there. People in that room are going to notice. Seeing the contrast will happen. Seeing you glowing and them wilting. Seeing you surrounded by genuine connection while clinging to each other in desperation happens. Seeing the truth without anyone speaking it. And conversations are going to happen later. Questions are going to get asked. Stories are going to be pieced together. And the truth about who these people really are and what really got done is going to spread without you saying a single word. Someone at this event, maybe someone not even known well, is going to approach you later, saying something like, "I do not know what it is about you, but your energy is incredible. You just seem so at peace." And smiling is going to happen because knowing exactly what is being sensed exists, sensing the mark, feeling the protection, recognizing divine favor, even if language for it does not exist. And here is the beautiful part about being a chosen warrior. Feeling compassion for them is going to happen. Not pity, not superiority, genuine compassion, because understanding something exists that does not exist for them yet. Understanding that hurt people. Understanding that attacks on you were really attacks on themselves projected outward. Understanding that being trapped in a prison of their own making exists. And while being responsible for freeing them from that prison does not exist, holding space for the truth that suffering is happening even as boundaries get maintained is possible. This is mastery. This is what true healing looks like. Carrying resentment does not exist. Holding grudges does not happen. Wishing harm on them does not occur. Simply existing in your truth while existing in consequences happens for them. And that separation, that clear boundary between your peace and their chaos, that is what protection looks like in action. Before this event, part of them believed a chance still existed. Part of them thought maybe enough time had passed, that willingness to talk might exist. Part of them held on to this fantasy that sitting around waiting for return was happening. But after seeing you in person, after feeling the full force of your indifference, after witnessing how completely moving on has occurred, that fantasy is going to shatter, and the shattering is going to hurt worse than the original ending. Going home that night and lying awake, replaying every moment is going to happen. The way you looked, the way you moved, the way smiling at everyone except them occurred, the way not even seeming to notice when walking in happened, the way your energy filled the room while theirs felt flat and heavy. The way people gravitated toward you while avoiding them. Every detail is going to loop in the mind on repeat, but that mark is still there, that protection is still active, that barrier is still impenetrable. And every time trying to reach through it happens, hitting a wall beyond explanation occurs. Hands will shake, screens will glitch, courage will fail, not because weakness exists, because being protected exists. The season is over, the door is closed, access is revoked. And no amount of wanting will change that. The copycat is going to feel something different in the aftermath, pure terror, because realizing that everything built was constructed on comparison to you will happen. The entire identity in this relationship is the person chosen after you. And now that seeing you has occurred, now that feeling the chasm between who you are and who pretending to be happened, the foundation is crumbling. Looking at your ex and wondering if comparison is happening in every moment will occur, and the truth is, it is. Your ex is going to start pulling away emotionally, not consciously, but seeing you triggered something that cannot be untriggered, a knowing, a remembering, a recognition of what real connection feels like versus what performance feels like. And every time looking at the copycat now happens, seeing the difference will occur, feeling the hollowness, tasting the regret. But here is the most important part. None of that is your problem anymore, not your circus, not your energy to manage or fix or even acknowledge. Complete freedom exists now, not just mentally or emotionally, spiritually free, energetically free, free in ways most people never achieve. And life is about to accelerate in the best possible way. That protection around you is going to start opening doors not even known to exist. Opportunities never applied for are going to seek you out. People who can actually match your energy are going to enter your orbit. Blessings stopped being believed in are going to manifest in rapid succession. Because leaking energy into a connection draining you no longer happens. Carrying the weight of karma no longer exists. Being entangled with dysfunction no longer occurs. The universe rewards people who do the work you have done. Ending a relationship did not just happen. Ending a pattern occurred. Healing from betrayal did not just happen. Transmuting it into wisdom occurred. Removing toxic people did not just happen. Upgrading your entire frequency occurred. And that upgrade comes with perks about to blow your mind. You know what the mark of a chosen warrior really means: being selected for a specific mission, carrying something rare, being protected because what is meant to be done requires protection. Every battle fought has been preparation for something bigger. Every betrayal taught discernment. Every loss taught detachment. Every attack taught your own power. The mark is not random. Getting given to everyone who experiences hardship does not happen. It gets specifically placed on people meant to break cycles, heal lineages, and shift entire frequencies. Healing yourself is not just happening. Healing your entire bloodline backwards and forwards is occurring. Every pattern you break stops with you. Every curse you refuse to pass on dies with you. Every cycle you interrupt creates new possibilities for generations you will never meet. Being here to play small is not happening. Being here to dim your light for people who prefer darkness is not occurring. Being here to shrink so others can feel big does not exist. Being here to shine so brightly that illuminating the path for others walking similar journeys happens. Being here to break cycles so others do not have to carry the same burdens. Being here to demonstrate what is possible when choosing yourself without apology. That ring of fire around you is not just protection, it is purification. Everything coming near you either gets refined or burned away. People either rise to match your frequency, or staying in your field cannot happen. Situations either align with your highest good, or dissolving occurs. Opportunities either serve your purpose, or passing you by happens. Operating on a level where the universe itself is curating your experience. And here is what most people do not understand about chosen warriors. Choosing the mark does not happen. The mark chooses you. It chose you before birth. It chose you because your soul signed up for this mission. It chose you because the strength to carry it exists. The question was never whether being chosen existed. The question was whether accepting the call would happen. And by doing the healing work, by setting the boundaries, by walking away from what no longer serves, answering that call with a resounding yes has occurred. Your ex and that copycat, watching from the sidelines as your life unfolds in ways beyond access, is going to happen. Seeing your success, hearing about your blessings, witnessing your happiness, and haunting is going to occur, not because making jealousy happen is being tried, because choosing to step out of a story possible to be part of occurred. Choosing to trade the real thing for an imitation happened. Choosing to betray someone protected by divine forces occurred. And now living with that choice happens while living in your freedom exists. The beautiful thing about being a chosen warrior is that fighting every battle does not have to happen. Most battles get fought for you by forces you cannot see but can definitely feel. That archangel assigned to you, working overtime, your ancestors, backing you up, the universe itself, conspiring in your favor. All that has to happen is staying aligned, staying true, staying focused on your mission, and everything else handles itself. So walk forward knowing being untouchable exists. Walk forward knowing every weapon formed against you fails before launching. Walk forward knowing the mark you carry gets recognized in the spiritual realm as off limits. Walk forward knowing your protection is not temporary or conditional. It is permanent, it is unconditional, it is absolute. That person staring at a phone in the middle of the night wanting to reach you, let wanting happen. That copycat trying to steal your essence, let trying occur. That relationship built on lies, let crumbling happen. None of it touches you anymore. None of it affects your trajectory. None of it dims your light. Being exactly where supposed to be exists. Surviving exactly what needed to be survived occurred. Learning exactly what needed to be learned happened. And now walking into a future so bright, so blessed, so abundant, that the people who betrayed you will not even be able to comprehend it. Glimpses will be seen, stories will be heard, but understanding the fullness of what got lost will never happen, because understanding the fullness of what existed never occurred. You have the mark of a chosen warrior, and that changes everything, that explains everything, that protects everything. Walk in that knowing, live in that truth, and watch what the universe does with a person who knows worth, claims power, and refuses to settle for anything less than divine alignment. Being in shock and awe of your strength, your protection, your divinity is happening for them, and it should be, because operating on frequencies beyond reach is occurring, carrying light beyond dimming, protected by forces beyond fighting. Winning without fighting happened, healing without closure occurred, rising without permission existed. That is not just victory, that is mastery. That is the mark of a chosen warrior walking in purpose, and your story is just beginning.